How you feeling right now?
Good. Football in June is really fun. Energy at practice is good. Obviously not doing any team stuff right now, but I'm at least sideline operation, learn how to celebrate with the different guys. Everybody figures out their handshakes. There's still stuff out there I can do.
Yeah, physically though, what's the target date? Do you have one?
Yeah, they keep telling me not to put any dates on it. I'm going to try and be ready to go for camp. The whole thing is to be ready for week one. And I'm going to do everything in my power to try and make sure that happens.
What's it been like being around Jim Leonhard?
It's awesome. You can tell that guy really knows football. You can really see why Denver had so much success last year. And just, when we do our self-studies and studies of statistically Denver last year, it's, we would love to emulate some of that stuff. So it's been, awesome.
You were with this group last year, a lot of young guys on this defensive line. One of them now, TJ Parker, added to the mix. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, explosive. I very much see a lot of what the team upstairs saw in him too. Very deserving of the second-round pick, and he's gonna be a lot of fun. And this is where you really get your football 101 before you jump into training camp. And with all the young guys, it's really helpful to be able to learn some of the techniques, the words, and slow the game down. And then the next fun part is when the Pats come on at training camp, because that's always the next biggest step for. But so far, it's been really fun to be around.
What's it been like for you? You show up here, you had to sit out in the beginning, then you play, and then you're out. Now you're waiting again. Have you had to learn patience?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. But the NFL, if it teaches you anything, it teaches you persistence. The seasons are long, careers are long, but days are long, but weeks go by pretty quickly. And so you're always going to have the next goal, the next job, the next something to do. And I know that my job since basically November has been rehabbing and getting ready for the season, and that's my role and that's my part of the team. It's why they pay me money, is to be ready to go for this year. And so I take that very seriously, and as best I can, just try and power through it and be ready to go.
I know no timeline, but it feels like physically looking at you, I don't want to say you feel good, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, but I probably would have told you I felt good 2 days after I tore it. I was going to be good to go no matter what. So, I think 7 months is going to be, June 5th is going to be 7 months. Again, they really don't want me to put timelines on it, but I'm going to put as much effort. I can't put a timeline onto it, but I can put as much effort as possible into it.
What experience in playing in this style of defense in LA, is that going to help you after being in the 4-3 last season in Sean's defense?
Yeah, definitely. And I've gotten this question a few times, but after playing in a couple different systems, you really start to realize that NFL defenses and the playbooks are so big that you do have a little form of everything. And there's very much some weeks where the defense is going to look more like a 4 down. I'm sure there's going to be weeks when it looks like a 5 down, and we're going to be bigger some weeks and smaller some weeks. And that's what I think is nice, is that we're part of being, I think, a really good defense is forming the defense to the players around you and having general rules and structures, but finding out what we're really good at and, calling the defense to the guys that you have around. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a very creative, very fun looking defense, a lot of moving pieces. I'm excited for it so far.